Heathrow Airport posted its ninth consecutive year of passenger growth as stakeholders gear up for tomorrow's judicial review decision on whether the third runway expansion project can go ahead. Read more. Heathrow growing at half the rate of Charles de Gaulle Airport. The figures: the UK's largest airport welcomed a record 80.9 million passengers through its gates in 2019, a 1% increase on the year before, with 82% of these rating the airport excellent or very good. Revenue climbed 3.4% to £3.1 billion as demand to fly increased, while earnings rose 4.6% to £1.9 billion. Heathrow also consolidated its position as the UK's largest port, with 40% of all UK exports now passing through the West London site. The airport received an extra £856 million in investment in 2019, but said that there was £14 billion more waiting in the wings from private investors if the expansion got the go-ahead.Why. It's interesting. Heathrow's chief executive John Holland-Kaye used the results to call for the expansion project to go ahead, saying the project would be the catalyst to the UK's success after Brexit.Sign. Up to City A.M.'s Midday update newsletter, delivered to your inbox every lunchtime. He warned that if the expansion did not go ahead, Paris Charles de Gaulle Airport would overtake Heathrow as Europe's biggest transport hub within the next 2 years. The expansion project is facing complaints lodged by 5 different parties, with a decision scheduled for tomorrow. The challenges, which come from a combination of local authorities, environmental groups, and a campaign for an alternative scheme, claim that the project fails to properly deal with the impact on air quality, climate change, noise and congestion. Heathrow last week announced aims to operate zero-carbon infrastructure by the mid-2030s, having achieved zero-carbon status in January this year. The airport said it was clear that unless the expansion meets strict environmental targets, no additional capacity can or will be used. The expansion is expected to cost £14 billion and is slated to be completed by 2026. Read more. Heathrow growing at half the rate of Charles de Gaulle Airport. What Heathrow said. Holland-Kaye said, within 2 years, Charles de Gaulle will overtake Heathrow as the biggest airport in Europe. Heathrow's new runway is ready to turn global Britain into more than just a campaign slogan. It's the key to the UK's success after Brexit and will ensure we stay ahead of our European rivals. Expansion will be built within legally binding environmental targets, creating lower airfares for passengers, connecting every corner of Britain to global growth, and all at no cost to the taxpayer. It's time to get on with it. For more on this story, visit the news article link.